Welcome back to another Lucas and Terra camping adventure.
This week brings us to San Diego County's Dos Picos County Park for our first attempt at cold weather winter camping in a tent.
If you're new around here, please take a moment to subscribe so you don't miss any of our adventures. And let's do stuff.
I'm Terra. That's Lucas. We're on a quest for new adventures and great food. Come along with us as we explore our incredible world. A 45-minute drive northeast of San Diego in Ramona, California, Dos Picos is a 78-acre public park that offers a number of scenic mountain views to its visitors.
Well, good morning, everybody. We had a interesting night. This is our first attempt at camping below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, our first attempt at winter camping. And it was
Cold.
It was. I think we did a pretty decent job of preparation.
You know, we have our ice fishing shelter, so that helps. There's some insulation there.
And Tara's dad gifted us some rubber floor mats, those foam rubber insulated floor mats.
Yeah, that seemed to help.
Yeah, and that provided some insulation from the ground. And then we have our sleeping bags, which are rated plus 10 for hers and plus 15 for mine, which should be plenty for 37 degrees.
And a couple extra blankets.
Yeah, I wore my thermal, a t-shirt, and a insulated sweatshirt inside the sleeping bag. I know that there's some schools of thought that you should sleep naked in your sleeping bag. I just don't know, man. It was so cold, I just was terrified to take my clothes off.
Oh yeah, I wanted to wear clothes for sure.
Yeah, but we're just eating some keto pancakes that she just made.
Experimental.
It's coconut and almond flour. I tossed some yogurt on there and they're pretty good. So we might shoot that recipe down below. And we got a hike coming up in a bit. We're gonna do a full tour of our campsite and this campgrounds, and then we'll go for the hike and then some cool dinner ideas throw together later
over the campfire.
So let's finish up breakfast and give you a little tour. So this is campsite 41 at Dos Picos County Park, and first impression is it's a bit small. It looks like the majority of people here are RV camping, which is reasonable because, like we said, it was 37 degrees last night. I guess we're the only ones crazy enough to be in a tent. But, you know, we looked around last night and tried to figure out where to put the tent, and we ended up settling on the blacktop of the parking area because there's just not really any flat spots in the dirt. Our tent is huge, I will give you that, but all of the dirt area to put a tent is pretty sloped and either too close to the fire ring or on what is unclear whether or not it's our campsite or the neighbor's campsite. There's nobody there right now, but just in case, we decided to go ahead and set up on the blacktop. We've got a really, really big picnic table, which is very convenient. Some of the picnic tables at other campsites, you never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes they're rickety wood, really small. This one's pretty much perfect. The fire ring is excellent sized, and the cooking grill is nice and low as opposed to like Big Sur where it was like almost 3 feet off the ground. So that should be nice for cooking dinner later. They even added a like 4-person bench here in these trees, which is an interesting touch. And just the surroundings are beautiful, like all the oak trees and these hills with the rocks in them. Really, really beautiful. But I will say that the campsites are very close together. We're like right next to our neighbors. Just hearing them walk around their campsite next to us, we thought they were in our campsite when we were in our tent. So I guess be prepared for that, especially the summer months. I imagine this place is probably pretty packed. It's probably going to get pretty loud. But everybody seemed to abide by the quiet rules after 10 p.m. So it was nice and quiet while we slept. But just know there might be some noisy neighbors.
Spanish for two peaks, Dos Picos has 75 campsites, both for tents and RV sites with partial hookups. Amenities include coin-operated showers, picnic tables, a horseshoe pit, soccer fields, a covered pavilion, and restrooms. Tent sites are $29 a night. Dos Picos is home to many plants and animals. Supporting the abundant wildlife is a mixture of chaparral, open grassland, and oak woodland. Fishing in the nearby lake is also a popular activity. For our hike today, we're at the Iron Mountain Trail in Poway. It's about 5 miles from our campsite and easily accessed off the 67 freeway. It's apparently one of the most popular hikes in San Diego County, and there are lots of people here. It's a 5.6 mile out and back with 1,100 feet elevation gain, and we're gonna go all the way to the top of Iron Mountain Peak.
Iron Mountain. I don't know, so it sounds like 1850s for some reason, I don't know. The parking lot is reasonably sized, but it is very, very full. And apparently there's parking on side streets too if you get here and you can't find any spots in the lot, but we didn't have any problem with that. So let's go do it.
Well, we're starting to ascend, and because there's been so much rain lately, there's a little waterfall that we just passed.
I didn't even know there was a creek or anything. That waterfall was really, really cool. But yeah, sun's kind of starting to head down, so we're gonna try and power up this mountain. Let's go. Well, there's about 17 switchbacks to get to the top, and be lying if I didn't say we were both struggling a little bit. I'm actually feeling a little better than I have on previous hikes, but still, whew, it's a climb. Almost there. Yeah, we're here, and wow, what a view. Totally worth it.
You can see Catalina. Apparently you can see Mexico.
Right over there, downtown San Diego. The Pacific sun's about to set. Looks like we're heading back to the car in the dark, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous. And you can look east here too, and that's a beautiful view as well.
Yep, pretty incredible. Super worth it.
Yeah, it's time to head back to camp and make some dinner.
Well, we made it back from the hike just after dark, and we're gonna make a cheesy taco skillet over the fire. Let's get the fire started.
Well, we had absolutely no problem getting the paper, cardboard, and kindling going. Unfortunately, the wood we bought from the ranger station when we entered the park must have been pretty wet because it just didn't want to seem to burn properly. Well, I can only chalk it up to the fact that it's been raining the last couple weeks here in Southern California. We, I guess, have wet wood, but it looks like a decent fire. It's just not burning very hot, and it's not getting intense. So I guess we're gonna give up on this fire and cook on the camp stove. Bummer.
All right, let's put together this easy one-pot meal. First thing to do is chop the veggies. We've got onions, yellow squash, green bell pepper, and we'll get those all diced up. And then we're gonna add the ground turkey and brown that. And then we'll add a can of tomatoes and some taco seasoning and simmer that up for a little bit. And then we're gonna throw some cheese on the top and get it all melty, and we'll eat it with chips.
Well, wouldn't you know it? Just after we gave up on the fire and started cooking over the stove, the campfire took off. Let's just figure, right?
I have cheese on my face. That's nice. A little bit spicy, lots of flavor. It's like nachos, but not on top of the chips. It's a little bit saucy from the tomatoes, plenty of spices, melty cheese on top. So good.
Morning. Another very chilly evening. Whew.
Yeah.
We survived again. Would not say it was comfortable. We got some work to do for cold weather camping, but it's doable with this setup. Delicious dinner last night, thank you.
Thank you.
And that hike was absolutely incredible. That view, I had no idea. We honestly didn't do that much research into that hike. I literally picked it just because it was so close to here. Who knew that it's like one of the most popular hikes in San Diego County?
Yeah.
So just dumb luck set us up for an incredible hike.
Yeah, we met a guy at the top who said that he takes all of his friends who are visiting town on this hike because the view is just so epic, and they try to do it for sunset. And we kind of accidentally did that, but it was so incredibly beautiful. It was intense. You could see Catalina, just
everything.
Ugh.
So today we're gonna break down camp, pack up the car, and then we're gonna take a walk. There's a lake.
Pond.
I've heard several people call it a lake. There's a really big pond in this park. So we're gonna walk over there, and that should do it. So let's break stuff down. All right, now let's take some showers.
The showers here are coin operated, so they don't require the special tokens like a lot of other state and regional parks. They look pretty clean. Let's get clean. All right, done with the shower. The showers are inside the bathrooms here, so it's a little different experience than a lot of other places that we've been to. We had to take separate showers. So we're gonna finish getting ready and see what Luke's doing.
All right, and now it's my turn to take a shower. I'm sure she mentioned it. It's 3 minutes for 50 cents, even though the machine says 4 minutes. They changed it. She said it took a while to heat up, so let's see. That's cold. That's off. Oh, there we go, maybe. A little warmer. Colder. Off. Okay, that's not good. It's coming out of the wall for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, it's kind of warm-ish. Oh, nice and warm. Alright. Well, in spite of a bumpy start, that was a successful shower, and I'm all clean. Oh, it's a whole... There's a family of hawks in this tree. Wow. Very cool. All right, we made it to the pond, and kind of sad, it looks like the water level is very low. I'm kind of hoping maybe that's a seasonal thing and not a drought thing, but probably a drought thing. It looks like it's about maybe a quarter as deep as it normally is, if even. Yeah.
But it's still pretty, and there's lots of birds. And there's plenty of seating around this area, lots of tables, play areas for kids.
Bathrooms. Yeah, it's a nice county park, a really nice county park. I really enjoyed our stay here. I think it's pretty underrated as far as camping.
Yeah.
From what we saw, we were the only people in a tent. It's just a bunch of RVs and trailers. Somebody told us there were some Boy Scouts there in tents. Hopefully they were prepared. I guess that is the Boy Scout motto.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty darn chilly. But otherwise, we had a great time here at Dos Picos County Park, and that wraps up this adventure.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up down below.
And if you haven't already, we'd really appreciate it if you took a second to subscribe. Really, really appreciate that.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.